Full person aggro over towards A. We're doing the old 4-1 pistol. Yeah, we send it. Do we need to send it now we got the first kill?
Rewarded nice and early with IC being dropped.
This has very high success rate. It's info, trip in case they go close, and then you just watch over towards B. Is very nice. You just basically just retake and reaction to losing map control is pushed behind, and they have to react into the Cypher. And the Cypher in theory kills people with the trip or just holding. It's a classic. Leaf might have read this well. Zeno might have read the read. Everyone's out here reading. Yeah, and they push, they take map control. And Com might have owned it. Everyone's taking turns of owning it.
No way does he miss that! My God, shot
oh
got
my
off,
God,
again,
Trent, how have you done that?
Just sublime. Spike gonna be planted now. They don't have control of most of this one. Here's a flash inside the smoke. That is cheeky to catch out King.
G2 win this?
Expecting that they lost control of that part of the map, and it leaves it just down to Tex now.
Well, that is
not a good plan for them.
Deathballing from G2 there. Spike not planted for the rest of the team though. No aftershock.
Yeah, no one's.
There is a chance here that Tex could get at least half and make this difficult.
Paranoia to start. He at least gets the half as well. There's that win con earned as well, and he's chopped this one up.
It's unlucky. What an absolute. That was sick.
LEV have really struggled with pistol rounds in some big games this year.
I mean, it's literally against G2 every time. It feels like.
Stage 1 against G2. They only won 1 out of 10 pistol rounds. And the first 5, I think it was yesterday, all went the way of Crew.
Very committed here, at least onto the eco.
Wait, they didn't check the corner. Oh God. Oh dear God.
Set it up here. Pistols in hand. They are doing the work of it. Leaf doesn't quite have the weapon for the job, does he? Still flashed up, blinded up, but he's covered.
Dude, is Trent going to save him again?
Trent making sure to lock this one down. Aspas in the midst
of what do we got?
Chaos. He's found himself that upgrade, and maybe a few of these players again. Sights need to be trained cleanly onto these angles. He hears it. Just the 1 foot step, and on just enough damage. Disengage.
Discipline.
Outwork. Aspas thinking about going for a second go with things again, but it leaves it just down to Trent now. 1v2.
He's heard both footsteps leaving. Excellent information for him to be able to play around.
Yeah, I mean, LEV not interested in hiding their intent, are they?
The recon gives it up a little bit.
Sound cues, and as soon as that dart is revealed to the map, they
needs to check if anyone's trying to take a timing, walk out.
Very winnable still.
Okay, Trent saved him in pistol with a shot on whoever this was.
Times like this as well, doesn't really want to risk pulling out.
Double heaven might work well.
Again, going to be using Aspas as a bit of bait. Still, ADS up and spotted a second one. Needs to just land.
Ah man, NA stinger. Whoa, whoa! I saw his HP. I worried for a little bit.
Still, he'll seal it up. That is an eco round win. And a misstep from G2.
Okay, straight up eco, man.
You're not winning the get the operator into Aspas's hands. G2, deep smoke.
Rich Potato Sunset, yeah. This mini posted it.
To fly at least with a stun and an aftershock, seeking to delay.
Yeah, the videos took a little bit today.
Stacking of a couple of these bodies as well. The drone's broken, kill trips as well. This is
next is Abyss.
Icy. Of course, it's going to be falling. Players are going to be swarming though into the side as well. Bodies trying to play with that player advantage. It's G2 with control of it, at least now for the C side.
Pick up some guns. It's a good overwhelm.
Was praying at least maybe for a bit of chip damage being done here with the shark darts.
Recon in 7 if you want to chill.
Missed there in terms of these lineups as well. Has to deal with a little bit of it and playing this retake. The Aspas wants nothing to do with it. Maybe there's a gun to be retrieved, but it's risky business. Not quite.
Save here, it's horrible. It's a horrible situation. It's like Com has to try play, Asbestos has to hold an angle. That's about it.
Do you even play this?
I don't know if you can, man.
I don't know if you can, especially with the time here. I think you're out.
Adjustment, a shot missing from Aspas, expected, suspecting the backside player with Valorant removed again. Dart laid through.
Whoa! Team stun.
Oh my, still healthy.
No, your team stunned him. You're trying to connect this bit over towards this bit, and you can have full rotates out, and you're trying to make this impossible to go through, so you funnel them to the back of the site. Like, the one thing that you don't need to do is peek out and just go into like potential crossfires of everyone. So it's like, this is your hard line, you don't need to overstep this, you need to like make them come to you, make sure that your teammates can rotate out. This overstep kind of costs them that round, to be honest.
Really well done. Aspas used his wall at the beginning of the round, and Leaf was listening out for it. He realized he got past the turret.
Makasu 14499129 with the prime. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate the 5 months. Thank you. There's a lot of numbers.
Scrappy situations, other team trying to make risky plays to see
For
if they can get the
the
win
Prime Man.
on the Thrifties. And you just got to control the game. Here's another risk being taken.
Yeah, and it's Leaf on 30 health, watching the flank as well. One shot will do it to the chest
Oh,
as well.
sleeping.
A little bit sleep at the wheel still.
Yeah, sleeping, but
manages
still
it,
got
he's
it.
not going to be expecting King. He wrapped his way around and through, and now rejoining potentially with the rest of his team.
It's a gun pickup. Trent has all.
What do you do?
Tom gets a kill, he gets all.
Try to push spawn?
Yeah, I think you
only
just,
know
I like
that
this.
there's
3
one
plus
player
and second
behind.
short, just heavy commitment.
Not a lot of information to work with here, and they've even planted for the front section of site. So instead, looking to try and fight.
I'd even smoke this off, to be honest.
Fast now out through the short angle. Trent jiggles, takes the contacts. Util applies, but a bit of a team flash as well. Blunders occurring and up through A long as well. They've already walked their way through. Icy, he's not watching for this cross-up. Comma's got so much space in the midst of all of this, and a tap reveals his position once more. Fights to be taken out through short. They're smoked off and away.
Big recon. Big recon.
Here with the tide as well, spraying. But as well covered out and through. He's taken.
Where's my diffuser?
Pressing the advantage. King now sticking.
Damn. What are these rounds, dude? What's going on in these rounds? I mean, they got some good guns. It's so doable.
Once more. I mean, it's literally part of the course, isn't it? A lot of util being expended out.
I think Valorant didn't use his smoke. I mean, there's actually so much I could criticize that. I'm just gonna leave it. Don't want to go 2 in on a final.
They don't want anything to do with it. Not for now. Nana Swarm breaks some of that util out through garage. It's just sowing a bit of deceit into the mix as well. Just trying to see if Leviathan will go for a bit of that re-clear.
Finding these timings after the drone util is used, a very common tactic that Valen likes to go into. But
info for info.
Be posted up. So the drone in the other direction, making it feel like they're going towards A, but I don't think they'd ever really be pathing in that direction and giving it away.
2-person fight. I mean, Mazzino could bait this pretty well.
Crossfire. Dart in the back as well. Needs to be managed. Stun. Is that connection? King stood in place.
Yeah, he's baited it well. And Com could also bait this.
He's the one who's got to push this one back. That's if G2 even choose to commit into it, but still 35 seconds left. Might not really have any other options. Aspas has full control of the deep long section of C.
Guys gotta check his cameras. Tex is on his camera, right? Yeah.
Head on once more. Lev have to do it. King dropping them all
Com.
down to the ground.
Dude, they're playing off each other pretty well, though.
Cross up as well, Leaf. Just
yeah, keep an eye on Leaf. He can honestly win this. Would have to be mental, but
short and away here, everything being watched.
Nice, 4 people surviving us. Everyone's using their ult into this one. That's why this recon goes over towards here, so you can ult. Yeah, this is the new insta ult angle.
Basically, he's heavily alone here. There's a Hunter's Fury.
That's kind of why you at least get a little bit of lineups. 5 HP onto Valen. Oh, Leaf has a kill.
Com was just none the wiser, not expecting that mid could be pushed.
Oh no, they're gonna tunnel vision on this guy, and this guy in window's gonna lose the duel. This is what I was gonna say was gonna happen.
Just cuts it up enough for Trent to be plucked out of the picture, and now trying to get over towards A. G2.
Mazzino.
Yeah, ult committed. Mazzino again might just be that playmaker. No way, straight through the box. It's Icy. Just drops him. Baits the black there. Sent back to the spectator.
Smokes himself off. It's a risky play. It's a doable fight. It's a doable 4v2. We saw this earlier. Yeah, Valen's on top of this though. He's seen and done this before.
If he wants to try to push through it.
They are low.
Jonah's got to watch both of these. It's his job to try to cover long and short. Valen's got the spot. And
yeah, 1 low HP here. Damn, bro, we got the ult. We see he's miles away. They've won the round.
Leaf is miles away. Norafev reveals it, and now he has to get a move on. Nana Swarm, not potentially even there as well. It's just being stuck all the way, covered into the corner. Nana Swarm will force it back away, gives him that lifeline, but swinging wide.
God, they 2v4'd him again.
How have they pulled that one out?
Is those sunset reactions coming in against NRG again?
This looks like carnage on C.
Yeah, he might be about to clip farm. Sky, it's a drone in his face at least. We'll have to dodge this one. No one's ready here. Won't stretch as far though. Duration's going to be breaking. Still with that as well. Hopping, skipping over. Oh, he's playing skip rope over him. And the Hunter's Fury in his face.
Surely not. Someone kill him. Dude, who's in the crowd just screaming?
Left flustered into the mix. Wondering what went wrong there. Where was the possibilities? Couldn't get a handle or a grip.
Oh no, that was a big round. The big round, they go for the classic C hit with a Sova ult, and he's just jumping the ult.
They're holding, they're waiting.
No way, he got 3.
A jiggle peek from Com, he gets all the info that he needed.
They are giving G2 a little bit of space to work with, but obviously Leaf and Trent need kills here.
And it all comes down to this. Just missing
Oh,
the
that's
sight of each
the
other.
best thing in the world.
Oh my goodness, Leaf just spotted
That's
down
the
now,
best
rest
thing in
of
the
them
world.
hot
Can't get much
on
better
the
than that.
heels.
Kind of meant to win, to be honest, when that
Twisted
happens.
turnaround. Only one to remain is Leaf. He's gone. He's
Oh
finished.
my.
5-2.
You're getting wrecked a little bit.
Full advantage of.
And here's a full aggressive play here.
Oh no.
Nothing being held back by G2. But you've got to take A in 2 waves of things, and he's already spotted out, and that's going to force it out into the open. Aspas
There's a guy on his right the whole time. Okay, he can hand deliver a gun to his teammates though. Not that it should matter too much. There's people that can tank one shot.
I think Icy's got to do more.
Oh, we killjoy ult. Oh boy.
Mazino
Insta ulted. Oh, what's going on? Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, man. What is this? This carnage.
Gotta do a lot, but still can. Not against the overwhelming pressure of G2, leaving it to that 2 versus 2. You can feel it. It's frantic.
This is where G2 need to calm things down. They got a 2v2, had weapon upgrades, techs. LEV constantly looking for these moments to re-clear, to go for the solo pushes out. G2 now with the information, they know where
got a
both
little
these
trip here,
players
though.
are. They're going to look to try to book it in the other direction.
Yeah, we got another
Jonah
trip
with
here.
ult. This round now should be favored towards G2.
Should hear
but we've
the-
seen absolute
Oh, they don't
madness
hear the
so
trip.
far.
Yeah, who knows which way it's
They
gonna be
kind of
moving
know with the
towards.
cage that they haven't pushed back a sight. Oh, that was a smart timing of the cage.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, so he can insta get out towards sight, and
Way ahead of the
they're
rest
on
of the
this
team, in
angle a
fact,
little
with
bit
this
faster
guy
than he would
way in
expect.
through the back of the site.
A little bit of pressure first, then
They
a
go
breach
against
shot,
a
then the recon
smoker.
darts
Alright,
gonna
whoa,
come back
guys,
online.
don't
There's no way the
overcook
calls
this
we
too
made.
much.
They know on the first tap the rolling thunder's
Yeah,
going
you
to
guys
be
got
coming
to
out.
smokes here.
Jump spot around, surely. Noise indicator. Jonah P's got a suspected
Don't have
and
to
know
do
it. They're
this.
walking right into
You guys
it.
don't have to do
Maybe
this.
Just into the trap, but Trent. Round and through, flanking
Yeah,
around
well, he knows his
here. King,
garage.
Surely he's revealed it. Potentially, it's there.
The recon's good.
Yeah, forces him backing out. And now Trent knows he's not going to be sticking it. That
Yeah, he's
is
gotta
right
stick
on
it the
money.
whole
I think
time.
King's going to stick it all the way, but he gets off it.
Okay, nicely done from G2. I think the
And the chaos is going to favor the team at the disadvantage. Can you get the good without the bad from Mazino today? Can you allow him to play loosely and get all of the success of Lotus without the thrown rounds? I have no idea. And here you have G2 again.
Yep, might have another chance, I think. See, it's a rolling thunder again.
and he's gonna have to just have a straight up retake. Shout out to Valorant here, just saving his
flash
flash on this. Yeah, no idea that he would be top sight.
Nobody would be onto him, but that high ground angle, Icy could see all 3 players versus the 5. Leviathan. Turn the tides of this one. You'd need a lot. And it might just not be possible.
They still have flash, paranoia, recon. You know, the tools are there for them to be able to attempt to retake.
Oh, what a round for G2, man.
I'm a little surprised.
Gonna give him
by
full
that.
money.
I know it's a 3v5, but trying to do economy damage to G2, and with
Nice.
all of the util that LEV had
Real
available
nice.
in that moment,
They're
I
back.
think it's worth a little bit of a punt in a spot like that. But it looks like they just want to maintain hold of the operator. Aspas, of course, the only player on LEV with
Lev
really
back
bad
to their old ways, yeah.
He's been buying the big
2023
boosting for
again.
himself. Yeah. So G2, that's a pretty easy one for them to get.
No, just holding it. Slightest of angles. And does Leaf step into it? That's the big question. Aspas, we know
He's
his
just
reactions
moving closer.
are up to scratch.
Uh-oh.
Close quarters in through the door. Leaf is gone.
Suddenly gaps emerge all over the map for G2. You're not sure if somebody's
Yeah, and we
pushed
push
out
down
C,
over towards
taken
C. It's nice
mid-control.
early info.
You feel pressured here to end
We
it.
got a trip,
There's
we got
still
a camera, we got
15
one on
clock.
heaven that can spam as well.
Get info.
Oh,
They're gonna
it's not
commit.
too
Rushing
bad.
into it again once more.
Oh,
The
flash
active
was
player
nice
still
though.
out
Yeah,
for the
breach
back.
flash
This
was
time
good.
Comp is deleted up
Um,
the back of the side. Finally, Mazino cleaned up, but still a multitude of damage that has been done, including the spike drop down.
Yeah, it's all good. And
Pulls it
then
back,
what do
finally
we see?
reclaimed. Trent
Switch of
going
the
for plan, but
guns.
it's still that 2v3, and as this smoke fades, options
I don't
are
even
plenty.
see it.
Aspas misses it, and Icy needed to take a risk like that. The duel is being earned. Drop down from Tex. I'm going to go for this one. Rapid
nicely done from
play.
Tex.
Paranoia sets
Trent,
it up
1v2.
beautifully.
Good
And
recon.
now at 2 versus 1. Trent up and above the start will reveal quite a lot, but he needs to pick his timings well. It's a tap. Recon dart is going to be broken. Doesn't know where the 2 of them are. Doesn't even know if they're still potentially now off of it. So their second tap. Waiting round. Shorty in his face. King needs to hit
Whoa,
the shot.
that's a
Will.
headshot. Fair play, man.
IGL.
I like that with an omen, but it's still like
Deep
a
fault
good
line.
idea to push the omen, the
Plays his
breach so we
positions
can't ult.
every single round.
Yeah, I've enjoyed their 2vx situations. I mean, they have a 2v2. They have three. What is it? Two 2v2. No, two 2v4s and one 2v2. They reckon I'm in those situations. He's just fine. Yeah, hardly took any damage. Oh.
LEV does answer
though.
Nice timing.
Oh boy, poor guy. No way. He actually got a kill here. This was good from Mazino. Flashed in, holds all of the space. Not bad. I think they spotted everyone with the Sova ult as well involved. Nice util. So Trex takes a lot of space over towards A as well. They got the trip info for B.
Did not stand a chance.
Been a good half for LEV.
Pull people off the seaside, but he could die to Tex.
He's got the spike and dropped from
yeah, again, good reaction from seeing the 3 people over here. Did I say Trex? Sorry, Tex.
There's nothing left really.
Too much, too much EMEA watching.
2 and 8 from the attack side. IGL, I think,
Vitality's
showcasing
full,
in the
man.
numbers how difficult he's found it to get a grasp on this game.
Yeah.
He had a pretty good idea at the beginning of Lotus, that first half, and then it all slipped away from him on his favored side. And now, with the opportunity to have his impact again on the attack side, he just hasn't been able to find it.
Trex versus Trex confirmed, yeah.
Doing it on their own,
and it's been working so well.
Yeah, they've just been disrupting the timings that G2 are taking. That's TPT, that's committed by Valorant. Out through the back, there was at least a dart there, and he has Lee's flashed up, needs to be defended. No way, it's not being held down with Tex dropped. There's a potential for G2.
I mean, this looks like 5. Someone would have to mess up. What'd you do? Just price overall. Yeah. I mean, they had the recon for this.
At least one of the kills, one of the tags, at least damage done.
Hasn't been getting the second hit.
They used recon dart in the midst of that
pretty often recently.
So now they're not going to have it available to go for this retake.
Yeah.
They can wall,
nice
they can paranoia, but G2 should be pretty solid here.
Aspas, he split up the side. The paranoia is perfect as well. Blinded up towards the corner, but the Elise is being covered. No way! King! No way!
He's made it terrible.
Incom has been given this lifeline, but still too much to deal with.
Oh, no.
And a stick. Com onto the defuse. Nano swarm. Narrowly avoided. Half at least it's a wing on there, but he can't quite stick it again. Time running short.
Yeah, it's all good time wise. Who'd you imagine it?
To call for help here. Yeah. Make a decision.
Yeah, one of us is sending it out of the site. One of us is pushing in.
Smokes that have been propped down and placed. Still flashes even out on either side, but no swings from G2. Players are barely in position onto the approach. And are they going to be ready for this one? Locking it down. Pistols in hand.
Nice overwhelm.
This will be a tan. We'll find the day.
There's some couple low HPs.
What?
Whoa.
How has that happened? Leaf's just wrapped his way all the way around and the spike is being dropped down into short. King, suddenly, it's a 180. What should have been theirs? The timing was taken against them. That's LEV giving them a taste of their own medicine. All those quirky timings that Leviathan was so eager to take as well. We're catching G2 off guard, but not this time.
Oh, I mean, his pre-aim was ready.
This time. Matters into his own hands here. Now, Icy can't quite dodge fault line in his face. But he won't be feeling too much more past that. LEV just inserting King into this
same coach,
spot.
yeah, so I guess he just took it over. That would make sense.
Might be a little bit of A pressure. Maybe the orb if it can still be reclaimed.
This is the kind of stuff that Valen wasn't really caught.
Yeah, I think I remember.
These slower rounds
I think I remember that. They might have even had double shorty. I remember it being a little bit crazy. I remember Mystic doing something similar to this.
Or maybe thinking that LEV would go for reclears and people in these inserted positions would die.
Only text revealed by the drone.
Well, Trent forced to take a risk here on the anti-eco. But he does get good information back for the team. With the one-way short and the jiggle peek A, you're feeling fairly good that it's headed in a different direction.
Onto the eco. Very quickly, this could turn onto the heads of these G2 players. Starting to get a move on now. Nanoswarms at least will delay this one. It's still going to be attempted to come through by Leviathan as well. Through and back, and the stuns do their job. Icy, he can't quite stand his ground and take the shot. He's hoping to see if he can push
Not too bad right now. I like the G2 will leave together though.
Leviathan, come with the plant.
Spike planted.
Texas being watched for. Fault line as well.
Oh.
These shot darts, where the hell are these coming
and
from?
that tanked Icy down a little bit.
Just dropped. And you can't let this escape you. Another pistol round into a thrifty.
Still doing okay though.
Dire for G2.
Not saying they're gonna win, but damage looks alright.
Potentially together with that utility in hand. Well, they just sweep through him.
It was looking alright.
Safe hands from G2 this time at least. So they've drawn things back, level trips.
Appreciate the tier 1, dude.
Heavy lean.
Thanks for the support, mate.
Dart over the top, that was dealt with as well, cleaned up. Icy still looking it down, but with that outlaw in hand, nails a shot into Messina, but unfortunately not enough damage, no half armor in sight.
I think that's an extremely bold play to go for. You know, even if you're peeking into one, they're probably going to have full armor.
And here comes the play here, just a drone supplemented in. Buys him a bit of that space and time. It's an aftershock.
Oh, a little spam.
Well,
little spam on this.
Oh,
it's unlucky, man. Good stuns.
With the util and potentially the guns to
Good
make a
omen
difference.
flash.
He tucks himself up and cuts it up close into the corner. Mazzino! He's delivering death blows, man.
Oh my god, he saved him. Was he 10 HP the whole time for that?
And the options limited now for Trent to go for. He's playing a bit fast and loose into this, but it's a 1v3 and you've got to do it. Still doubled up the discipline. Will sail it away.
Days, bro. Mizzy a little bit mental. What are we investing into it?
It does confuse me.
Jonah P holds onto his stun as well. They got late stun flash. This guy's going to get wrecked.
Slow and steady.
Gonna have to TP out of there.
Holding out through a lobby. It's a stun on the ball. Wait, is this play?
King, you got to TP out of there, my guy.
At least it does supplement it, but that's at least on the attack side. They're just trying to offset this one here. Aspas right into the fight, willing to take it.
As he slid under the bullets. Yeah, the absolute madness has gone on. They called the Omen Flash, they called stun as well. So they know there's 4 here. And Tex, they know the guy's on short. A very good play for Tex there.
They still haven't dealt with Jonah P.
Oh boy.
Considered rolling thunder to at least delay, push them back, and around Mazzino. He's on an island, needs to be covered here, not doubled up by the players of LEV. Still eager to take the fight, but through the box.
Leaf, meanwhile, went over towards, I guess, here and got the gun upgrade. I didn't fully look at it.
Even take it, but now, finally, making his moves.
Xeno can just wait for the tap and can just use ult.
One over here, one over here. They realize...
Is it worth on this round? 100%. Check out the money.
Leaf is probably going to be behind. That's why Leviathan are checking short.
Plan isn't even good for them either. Here, Leaf, potentially a great spot, but with Mazzino's ult online, attack is in order. He's not going to be able to get a half, is he? Aspas knows it. He's running him down here.
Very nice. Yeah, they
already. King subverting our expectations.
Yeah, expecting that battle of the IGLs as well, where Valorant would be holding that potential advantage. It just hasn't been the case. Cool, calm and collected, it feels like LEV. Entering this grand finals from the lower bracket, not flustered, in control.
This time, the C pressure does not leave somebody inserted. So balancing that out, sometimes depositing somebody in that cubby, sometimes not. Always threatening that they could be going in a different direction. Can they dodge this drone?
Right here.
Doesn't see...
Yeah, doesn't see anybody.
Doesn't see anyone, I don't think.
Jogi for win. Thank you so much, man.
People are starting to come to A.
They're not really ready.
Thank you with the prime. Appreciate that.
G2. These players are going to be overwhelmed. They don't even have the weapons for the job. Giving up all
3
the
people
space
here?
out towards A, and now you're going to see the util exploding out onwards. That's a shock dart. We'll at least take him out of the drone animation. Not going to have that one to set the stage in through this A side. Instead, a pause has been called by LEV, but now they're going to try and strike straight through and around as a smoke into their faces, but they do need to deal with lighting these players up. Util is plentiful, and the rifles alongside
Good util on this.
Viatan, very clear.
Yeah, I liked it. They wait out the util, especially mainly the recon, basically.
Definitely there for them. It's a paranoia that's used basically in vain. No follow-up from it. Only 2 to remain here from G2.
One enemy remaining.
Not long for this world, it seems.
Yeah, everyone staying alive would be incredible for their money.
Serious work into building out attacking protocols on this map. Not only is their macro pathing really nice, but as soon as they get to A and they realize that Valent's defensive smoke is going to be up,
they're just spamming the hell out of them.
Top to bottom. Tiny little changes, and even this one throwing it in. Look at this, all this pressure
Vision
applied.
Strikers
trying to squeeze these players. They might be anchoring into the link, but rifle in hand. Valen will save the day just for now. Potentially with that lifeline, and now Hunter's Fury.
No way.
Tech spotted out, lit up. Like
He's just finding them all from. That was a headshot.
What the? Alongside the flash as well was an anti-position that's played and swinging out wide into it. Do not
2v4 again. In 2 of these already.
Advantage leading into this.
2v4 into a 2v3.
In the middle of all this chaos as well,
should be secured by IC, but
Com has to be the difference maker. He knows he's got to make the play.
Pulse could be good for one.
Doubled up through, in through garage, IC, and Trent. combine their might there, at least to drop those players. So G2,
Yeah, well, at least they win a 2v4 this time.
No, a set play, straight from the strat book out of Leviathan. Different to what they've been running, usually going for that more defaulty approach.
This the line, but
an important round for G2.
Fast. Fault line for a fault line, just being held by Mazzino. It's a dart. Being exchanged on either side as well. TP from King is good to cut this up.
Dart didn't get broken, so he doesn't go for the stun. Is he going to pop it out again?
Smoked off though. No. Drone deep down A short.
You can tell though that they're aware that Icy could have an operator. They're keeping track of the economy pretty nicely. But that fault line has been saved. How do they navigate this?
Still not bad from LEV at the moment. Pressure over towards A. They create question mark here, question mark here. That's keeping 3 people here, and they can't really stick with that.
Straight down mid. Leviathan now all grouped up.
Well, I mean, they could, and probably going to lose the round.
Up this B side, potentially get that plant down on top of it. Tex has been eager to take these timers against the alarm bots.
Inch by
A straight up B retake. We've got to pay attention to Valorant and his smokes here. It's going to be pretty important.
Now going into the post plant, and it's all about how you play. With Tex removed,
He can have important kills. That gives him a
out of the picture here for them with a lockdown drop down. That's also going to be creating some opportunities. G2.
He might have had it before. I honestly didn't check. When the flash goes in, Valorant has a smoke.
Just takes the peek at just the wrong timing there.
Smokes window.
Boy,
don't worry about that. In my mind, that's a mistake.
They know how this one's being played. Valen, a tap onto the defuse as well. Noise and chaos.
I allow Trent to make a play. It should be okay.
Trent
all good.
delivers it. A death blow straight from behind.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried that these two were just going to be able to duel in front of it.
But not enough to stop the defuse.
Shout out to Trent here. Timeout makes a lot of sense.
Cold determination.
Yeah, it's at least more of an aggro A take. G2's reaction this time, push over towards middle. They lose A control, they gain mid control, 4-person push. We got a trip here that's going to give them early info. They're going to have no idea about the numbers though.
G2 with the wall up in his face alongside the util, he will
so a lot of this is on Tex.
In his flank now. Has to be the defining moment here for G2 as well.
Yeah,
as they're wrapping
your camera will be unbelievable here. Oh, that's unlucky.
The dart is dealt with.
No,
the
drone's not going to see. Okay, the drone's going to hear a lot though.
Have they missed LEV?
Pretty good.
The question here, shoulders peeking out, Tex still opts into it.
Incredible ult as well, yeah.
Just from the low ground, aftershocks all combined.
No way, he tanked him so much.
And Icy left alone here.
Ooh, what a shot, bro.
Precision is off the charts.
Nice. This is kind of it for G2. Lose this round, it's probably the map.
They've had their troubles, but for now, this is what it all comes down to. All the hardship, all the improvements. Cloudburst to counteract that one, but giving up the side of C. Fully up now for Leviathan. They're going to be able to get this plant down once more. Maybe a tap to bait something out, but no, Mazzino going for the full stick. The position is theirs, onto the side. Drone tags.
Do you want to go aggressive with the breach ult?
They do. It's a rolling thunder. It's
looks like he's only going to hit one.
Mazzino holding this one for a rainy day, and that's right now. Here, stand up still. Covered by Icy. Wasn't actually stunned from that one, so it's quick to trade it out.
They did take down the smoke though, like they can play down long if they want to.
High ground, perched up, angle swing from Tex again. Sky has got the confidence, but lines
the lineup.
And Con now up onto the flank position.
Yeah, I think they kind of
Trent can stick this one with full safety. Acknowledgement that his team's got his back. There's nothing to push him back and away.
This is gonna be a massive round because whoever loses it has to eco because of the amount of damage done. So
Trent flashed, missed the shot. Little bit of panic there. Lev setting their sights with only a 1-round lead on the C site.
Again, what's the play here for Valen? There's a wall up. They've been giving this one up, trying to play
another retake. Yeah, another go at it.
It's worked for them so far.
Trent's got ult. I try flood in with this.
Drone used to try and clear out through. Valen even a bit cheeky with it here. Fault line stunned up as well. They're going to be wrapping
Oh my.
Oh,
he's coming to the side.
To a win still. He's cleaned up, overextends his hands and comments.
So that's the kill. King 1v3.
King. With a dart to deal with, off to the side, just pokes out from the shield below. Okay, Traces.
Too much of a good recon there.
They point out his position.
The retakes are pretty on point. Lev in a rough position, even with the plant, 2 people. Money is not
been earned. Hunter's Fury, Rolling Thunder, Deep Shock Dart. It's going to be breaking most of the initial util out there through as well. Leviathan trying to make this one feel like they potentially are squeezing, but it's committed in still. An offset again by that util. Now Ultimate coming in handy. The Rolling Thunder It stunted the entirety of the push. Leviathan have no options now.
He's double ult onto it. So.
How would King and Com recover this one? It doesn't seem possible. That opening gambit failed.
I see. Dash active, sees one, knows a second, it's closely behind. And like you said, Josh, how would they recover it?
Finding these moments here, online.
This time he's going to be tested.
Stand over towards A.
The ones who want to try and at least find a way to pay forward
The
into
Omen
this A site.
ult.
Where's the defensive utility?
Yeah, they got to just leave sight on this one. And if you're King, just jumping down towards sight and having your Omen flashes is really going to be the one. It's going to be Omen flash for Omen flash. And then Mazino has his breach damage. It should be very hard to retake.
You've got to bait them out before you go for the retake.
I mean, it's going blow for blow at least.
Oh my god, I'm nervous for him giving him a pick.
Make an emphasis, G2, to pull it out of them. Ice cold so far from the Leviathan. It's a paranoia. For a paranoia, it's traded evenly again, but there's kills still flooding in as well. Players out of heaven. Com just delivering it again.
They handled it very well. The Omen flash timing from King was perfect. Perfect.
Best of 5. At that point, almost calling it curtains. It's a very rare feat indeed to try and battle back at that point.
Push down mid.
Yeah, this is going to be breaking at least that turret, forcing potentially that reaction once more out of G2. They are going slight amount of pace again, but the rotations are happening by LEV. They're already here.
This is where G2 need to pump the brakes, but in regulation time, we saw them commit over and over again. It does seem like they've just cooled off slightly.
Look at the LEV rotation.
Yeah, but they're pretty confident because of these trips on the rest of the map, you know? Tex is giving them good information in Garage. Leaf needs to get a bit more aggressive and break that util. But I think he's worried because he kept running into Aspas earlier on.
Yeah. Leaf has not seen anything. Smoke.
Okay, so a lot of B pressure to try pull the rotate away from A. That is a full person. They got absolutely annihilated by this. Oh boy. Com can win it. 3v3.
Jonah P up and through, Aspas, adjusting movement, not enough to survive.
Very nice, man. This was a lovely round, though.
To make sure he can't
over towards B. I like him.
The most aggressive sight lines.
Yeah, he might get a pick here.
Stun, recon used. This kind of util is going to be back online, so it's not as important to save that for a post-plant situation.
Haven't been too many B pops by LEV, except when they've been on the weaker weaponry and at least regulation.
But it has been a spot that Tex has been going towards, so it might be that Icy is not really hoping to catch the full team, but just hoping that either he or Leaf can get rid of this lurker.
And one individual, G2.
This.
It's Valen onto the high ground. He's making sure that he has control of that A short angle. They've got to be worried about the A pop as well from long. LEV are setting up now for it. It's going to be util up into their hands. Kills could be happening.
Dude, Icy's been waiting here for so long. The second he moves away, no way. That's one of those timing videos. He was there for 55 seconds.
It's just spotted out. Yes, Valen almost there with a kill, but not quite.
He was there for 55 seconds. There's no way.
Time is of the essence, though. Only 30 seconds left. Still, there will be nobody from G2 to respond and at least receive this. No welcoming party. It will be potentially that easy plant. Leaf is eager to see if he can take that fight.
That was the last piece of breach utility used from Mazino. Both teams still
the
holding on to paranoia.
The C post plants haven't been great.
Survival in the map. It's
that's the issue at the moment.
This one here.
Holy hell. Lomorgo, thank you so much.
Got an iron grip
give me
so far
like
the back of the site, but
10
I might just
seconds,
get
bro.
dislodged here with the paranoia straight through. It's a stun again. Jonah P. It's util out into the open as well. Maybe that flustered element playing a part.
Oh, he gets 4.
Has just dominated.
Bro gets 4 here. Yeah, gonna be a nutty match to separate these two on an island.
The kills.
Leaf again.
By one player, but G2.
They kind of don't want to plant for a little bit so he can take space. It's a weird one.
It just fades away. And the spray trans
Dude, Mazino is everywhere.
There with the trade, the plant though.
Mazino has his ult in overtime. Who would have thought? Yeah, turret took a beating there. That's about it. At least they can take some map control. They had no idea where they were.
Mazino's been so big in OT rounds for LEV.
Whoa, what is that, bro, as well? Kaz, hold up.
Betrayed by it. Trent didn't stand
Leaf 1v3.
As Tex collects, it's up to Leaf. Dart out open. Shots fired, revealing all.
What a stun as well.
Inevitable here.
Damn, what an absolute round this was. That was awesome. This A push was did. Make sure I see some ads. Make sure you thank you. Kaz, thank you so much for doing that, dude.
Anytime you've got these chaotic situations, though, Mazzino thrives.
Wild, bro. That's a lot. Thank you very much for that.
When he should be playing a bit more structured, but if you are
kind of bait out the util, G2 going for a full play into this.
Dude, they do it back to them. They go for the 4-person back. Look how much breach util there is. And they use everything to try save Aspas.
And still fighting, still clawing back, looking for the opportunity.
Oh my god, look at the damage.
Their mark and G2 survive in this map.
That's a massive win for G2. The huge trade out there, the fact that Aspas was trapped, ended up giving G2 the advantage. Now they must not let it slip in order to drag us into another round of OT.
Dude, it was like Aspas is in trouble, and then I just see the breach using every single bit of util. That was nuts.
Opens the opportunities. It is only Trent here. He's got a recon and a spot in heaven.
And honestly, too much to look for. When you're playing retake
and a bit of a gap here.
Angle, he doesn't know if they've looked up short, which is exactly the play in mind.
I like this more passive position. Just watching to make sure
they got a nice util to retake though,
from
for sure.
Through to the connector. They're going to be forced to plant here, and you can just play.
Oh, he sees him.
Yeah. He gives Trent the timing, and he'll take it. Rewarded for it, King. Double digits of health, there's no way.
Yeah, I mean, this should be impossible, especially with Leaf on the flank.
Just about missed somehow. With only 15 seconds left to play with, the squeeze is on. Leaf rapidly approaching, knife in hand. Cautious.
Hey, nicely handled from G2. Very nicely handled. They literally did the same back to them over towards A. That's so funny.
So different.
0 minimum.
Doesn't look like an all-in. Looks like they're just trying to feign presence over towards C.
Insta smoke on C. Yeah, he sees the insta smoke. Here's the drone.
Deep down mids.
They're like, well, pulls the rotate out. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is nice though. Yeah, Tex is getting some early info. It does get the recon out of them.
This is the danger zone.
Wait, he has a cross map recon from here. That's pretty cool.
Only for now.
I think you've got to realize at this point it was a fake. No follow up on the C utility. LEV gonna double push out garage.
They can never go of it here. There's no util. But now at least spotted. Nothing being disguised.
Yeah, they can just leave middle. This is a question mark created over towards middle that they're probably gonna have to.
Left on the clock in this round here.
So all of this fake pressure just to take A long control for free, without having to worry about running into a potential Aspas glass cannon operator. And LEV are constantly trying to contact reclearing spots. They're dealing with A right now. Here comes the B fake. It is going to end A. This is a massive clash.
Plays at the back here. There's an updraft. The dart is avoided, dodged away, crouched to the back as well. But his players are over towards A once more. It's a clash occurring on multiple fronts. Aspas cuts it up.
It's a hard one, man. Oh boy. Nice savior kill from Mazzino. No idea about Tex on short. No idea about Trent in window. There's just no time for him to be here, is there? Whoa! Oh, God.
Trent had an opportunity, but it's all been stolen
Oh my, okay, another chance for LEV to do it.
And Haven here sets them up beautifully. Aspas, my goodness, he's glided right into the fray. It's a wall up in their face as well. This
3 people here.
So
what a shot, man.
Will defend.
Mazzino.
He's there with a bullet straight through and beyond, and just indecisive.
Mazzino. Look at the damage. Yeah, kind of low, but should be it. 2v4. Dude, this guy has the ult so many times in overtime. I can't get over it. It's 4 now.
It's necessary to close this one out. Peeking through it. Advantages found, and a map win in sight.
Oh my goodness.
They've come out swinging from the lower bracket.
Going out.
And now in our grand finals, stage being set.
I mean, it's done. It's a 2-0. We got binds coming up. Mazzino in overtime. Fair play, bro.
The util, the obstacles, too much to face. The time is running short.
Hey, what a game. Dude, I tell you what, taking 2 maps without winning a pistol as well, very impressive. Very, very impressive.
These teams are pushing
Sick.